Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We're now joined by Dubai fashion and beauty guru. He's the owner of a fashion magazine, a clothing line, a perfume line, and it sounds like much more. Welcome to the show, Martin Al Masri, the founder of House of Victor. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
What? Good.
Look, and have to ask, well, you're so tall. So do you feel like that's like a gift or a curse, Or both?
Okay, so first of all, I love your studio.
Thank
Let's
you.
just get that out of the way. When I was young, in any high school or any school, you always feel what you have different is automatically a curse because everyone is kind of endorsing that. But when you grow up and you use that to build your own confidence, your wealth, while everyone criticized you still literally where they are, you know it's a gift.
Wow. And how tall are you? Like 7, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 and a half?
Are you done? I'm 6'7", actually.
And is that the reason you stepped into modeling? Because obviously before you became this kind of entrepreneur, you were a model, and was it the height, or was it just something that you had a passion for?
Well, the funny thing is, when I came here 10 years ago, I came as a weekend and I never left. And
How many people of you did the exact same thing, by the way?
it's the truth. And
Wow, a weekend.
That is 80% of Dubai's population.
yes, but I didn't even go to Egypt for 10 years. I was so busy. This year I'm going because I'm doing something big there and I must be there in person to do that. So it's kind of the 10-year comeback, like a quick 1-week visit to do something I haven't done for so long for Egypt.
So what kept you in Dubai? What was you come for a weekend and you don't leave? Like, sorry, I came for 2 years and I essentially didn't leave, but to come for a weekend and not leave, that's kind of on another level. What was the glue?
I got into modeling completely by destiny. I don't want to say chance. So I knew only one photographer. I came to visit him and then he said, do you want to come to the studio to see the project? And guess what? I went and the original main character for that campaign never turned up. Had an accident.
Oh, accident.
Yes, and then they replaced. It wasn't that hard to do, so they replaced me, and then boom, it started from there.
It all started there.
Yeah,
That's amazing. So from modeling, you started your own fashion brand.
the House of Victor was founded in 2019. Literally, I was doing one of my very last e-coms for a reputable brand here, and then
What's an e-com? So kind of modeling for
for the
stores?
website where you shop. And on the stage, on the studio, sorry, I found out that I know the photographer, the makeup artist, the owner of the company, everyone there. I was like, what am I doing in front of the camera still? I apologized for the shoot. I told them, do not pay me for that day. I booked a flight to Prague. I love Prague, by the way. I stayed there for a month. And that month, I was forming everything. I was telling everyone, I have a brand now. There was no name. There was no Victor, no logo yet. It was time to do this. I don't know what happened in that shoot that made me completely become someone else. But I thank and gratitude for that moment for as long as I live.
Wow, it's such a big step, and I know so many people talk about wanting to jump into entrepreneurship, and we're scared to do so. So, what was the reaction of your friends and family when you told them you were doing this?
Family, they were like, okay, let's see how that will go. Friends were like, oh, okay, you made some money, you want to do something, No one believed for the first year, I must tell you. And if I say otherwise, I'll be lying so much. No one believed, not the closest people, nothing. But that didn't stop me. I kept on going. Anyway, no one knew what was in my head. And I knew that Victor is destined to live, even after me. I always believe that we create for the next. You just enjoy it at the moment. And I created Victor to live as a big empire. I'm just happy to serve and pass it on.
Oh, so interesting.
You know, what you said is so true. Like, usually friends and family, no one really believes when you say you want to start a company or when you want to start your own venture. They're just like, yeah, you know, like, good luck with that. You know what, give it a shot. Let's see how long it runs for. No one really fully believes in you, but you need to believe in it yourself. So for you, was there a drive? Like, were there days you're just like, you know what, no, it's not going to work out? Where did that push come from?
Mostly from within. Which helped to get the right team and the right people. Having said that, no one believed, that didn't mean that I didn't have a team from the beginning. Like, everyone that was with me from the beginning, I thank them very much. The ones who stayed, the ones who chose for a better opportunity, I still thank everyone that made me who I am today. That's okay if no one wants to believe in you. Actually, you just allow them, you give them that power. But the minute you project that you do not need anyone to believe in you, that's why I don't have wrinkles. People express so much with their face because you want the other party to believe you. You don't want to believe, that's fine. You'll find a day where you'll come and believe.
So unbothered, so unbothered. We love that.
That's amazing. And what would you describe so far to be, I guess, the defining moment of your career for you, or the moment that's made you the happiest?
The first fashion show for the House of Victor in 2021 with an amazing mind, Kevin Oliver. He's the best fashion show director I have ever met. He is the guru. He started in India. He's been doing fashion shows for 25 years here. Like, before anyone was born, actually, you know. He's amazing. He created our first fashion show, and that moment when you do your first fashion show, the brands get the real life verification. It's a feeling that no matter how I talk about it, you have to be there. And a lot of people came. We had over 1,000 people attending.
Wow.
I still cannot get that number again, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Amazing debut, amazing.
So incredible. And plus, you're wearing something from your fashion house itself. So tell us the name. How did you decide on House of Victor?
Okay.
So it looks very cool, by the way.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's from the latest collection from the
cool.
show we did last month with Dubai Fashion Week.
Very cool.
So I didn't want to name the brand Martin. I wanted to name it something that everyone can relate to. I also believe in numerology, so I had to count every letter. And in the same time, it's a statement, like victory. So I didn't need to explain much or come up with a slogan or something. It's just right there. The I, like, this is actually our logo. The rest is the company font, but this is the logo. The I was the logo number 33. We did 32 logos that I wasn't happy with, and then one day, I always keep a notepad and pen next to me. I woke up, I drew the shape, then next day I showed it to our graphic designer. I said, make that, enough trials, we don't have time. We had to come to public with something.
Okay, why numerology, by the way?
Because everything around you is. Aren't we on air timed?
Yeah.
We
Per
certainly
second?
are.
Okay,
We certainly
there you
are.
go. And numerology is in everything, in what you eat, what you breathe, how you speak, in your heartbeats. It's important to learn that basic knowledge.
That's
Music, numerology, language. Everything after that will seem nothing.
So you have very kindly brought a gift for male and female. So we have a lot of tags coming through. So cool. We want to show you.
I don't want to show the rest. I don't want to show the rest.
What? These are the gifts.
These are gifts for the male winner.
So the male winner, but this also unisex, by the way. This is so
I
cool.
knew you would think of taking it.
Oh, this is a really cool tea.
So
Yeah.
if you want to win, by the way, this amazing gift, mention if you'd like to win the male or the female, and we will get that to someone very lucky later today. So this is beautiful. By the way, the fabric, what fabrics are we using?
This is pressed wool and this is fleece.
Should I take out the women's? Do you want to show? Yeah, it's a beautiful
But this
dress.
is from the Vic Verse collection. This is the collection from last year.
Oh, wow.
It's a vegan leather. It's amazing.
Nice. I love
Yes.
vegan leather.
And
So
it's very
cool.
summery.
Very
Oh
chic.
my gosh.
Chic summer.
Girls.
This is so Casey.
This is so cool. This
very
is
nice.
amazing. Thank you so much for this spectacular gift. So, guys, please get your tags in. Shahir is saving them on Instagram. And, of course, if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, we'll see them after the show. We actually are going to play a game with you. But before we get there, we want to know what's coming up. Is there any tea that we need to know about you?
Well, a lot of people have been saying on my social media that I keep teasing for a hair care line, which everyone thought it's new. It's not. So La Beauté, it's the #1 hair care professional brand in France and Israel. And I had the honor to partner up with the real owner of the brand. I got you gifts also.
I feel uncomfortable taking gifts on the show. So this is already #1 hair care product in
France and Israel.
Okay, so then where did you come along with the connection?
So
Cute.
my business partner actually attended one of my fashion shows, and then he found a way to come to backstage, and then he said, look, after what I saw, that's November last year. He said, after what I saw, I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am, here's my number, we meet tomorrow. The show was 10th of November, 11/11, we were literally talking about this, and we did a verbal contract, then it turned into a real one early December last year. Then I started teasing everyone about La Beauté.
Oh, of course. You and your teasing. But this looks very cool. They have a leave-in hairspray. They even have hair perfume, and this is a hair mask.
This is a hair mask. It's bio-organic,
extra
and this is
vitamin.
a hair perfume. Can I put the hair perfume on you?
course.
Okay, so we're giving a little bit of a
Hair perfume.
workshop here. This is the red fiber Q10. It's 10 vitamins. So I'm gonna put this, and all day you're gonna smell amazing.
Just 3 spritzes?
Oh my God, it
You
smells
don't need
so
more.
good. It smells
You're-
so good.
Trust me, you don't need more.
We
And
love
so this
scents.
is hair perfume with the vitamins. You know, we live in a very
good.
harsh weather. So don't eat it. It's tempting.
It
That smells amazing. It really does.
It's not like those typical hair perfumes that that you smell in stores and stuff with that very strong perfumey.
I was just going to say it's not
powdery scent.
overbearing. It's
Yeah.
fresh. And that's what we need.
It's a couture collection. It's for professional. This one is not gonna be in a supermarket or pharmacies. It's only gonna be available in professional hair salons and our e-commerce. It's the only way you get it. There's not a reseller because the brand is this big. So.
Smells great.
So before we get to our game, very quickly, if people want to know more about this or you or any of your products, let them know how they can get in touch with you.
Well, Martin Al Masri is my Instagram. In my bio, you can have all my brands, and I have one more surprise that I wanted to share with you later about my newest baby.
Tell us now.
We have time.
Well, I just co-founded an amazing fitness brand called Pantera Fit, and it's the Uber of fitness. It's literally Diala Trainer, and we are in the process.
Say the name again.
Pantera Fit.
Pantera Fit.
It's like gonna be the Uber of trainers, where you can literally go to our app, book a trainer, can come to you or your nearest designated gym.
Interesting. So
Yes, no excuse not to work out. I have my excuses, but no excuse for you.
And when will it be released?
1st of May.
Okay, very, very soon.
It's the same day we do La Beauté. Like 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. It's all La Beauté, 4:30 Pantera.
You know, I have to say, one of the beauties of this show and this city is that you meet extraordinary people doing extraordinary things all the time, and we get to know so much more about people. And I don't know if you feel that in the audience as well, but we're so lucky to have you on the show and to learn all about. There's a lot going on, but we're getting a little snapshot. So thank you so much for sharing it with us. One thing we didn't mention is that someone who walked at your show most recently was LJ from Dubai Bling. So we want to play a little game with you. We're going to call it Reality Check. And we want to get your thoughts on the fashion or fashion faux pas of these reality stars.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. So,
Okay.
Instagram, as you guys know, you're behind the scenes, but the main images will be up on Facebook. But we're going to show you right here. So, our first style icon that we want your view of her fashion, and it's kind of slay or nay. So if it's a nay, it's a buzzer, and if it's a slay, it's slay.
Can I do it without the buzzer, or it's a rule
You
of
don't
the
have
game?
to. So if you like it, you can just say slay. Ah, your pictures are here.
Oh,
Okay, you have to say slay or nay on the outfit, not the person style.
no, of course.
Yeah.
I tell you something. She's an amazing human being, kind. You can feel the energy, so helpful. And when we spoke about that, she was more excited than me. And we did a dress that really shows her as a mother. Like everyone was like, you could have hid the body, the birthmarks. We actually wanted to show it. She wanted to show it more than me. And I told her, I have the ability to make the dress more tight if I wanted to, but it just looked right. I really sent her. We spoke a few days ago, but hi again. She's amazing. I love her style.
The dress was incredible.
And her style is just phenomenal. Totally agree with you. Okay, next up we have the incredible Chanel Ayan.
Chanel is an icon. I mean, what can I say about her? She's so stylish and so amazing as a human being as well that she doesn't need any of us to even mention or talk about her. She's there.
No, but this outfit, what do you feel?
Amazing. I think this is from I think from the Fashion Week. It's a recent show.
It is.
Yeah, I love the dress. Whatever she puts on, even if it's a curtain,
Slay.
amazing.
Slay. Okay.
Chris, I don't know him in person, but I love his mind. The way he speaks, it's a smart person speaking.
100%. And the look?
Well, also that's not fair to him. You got a look that really doesn't even show because the way he's posing doesn't show anything. But black is forever. So
I agree with you. Okay, next up we have the one, the only Caroline Stanbury.
Caroline, again, I don't know her in person, but I see a successful businesswoman, and I hope one day we can work together.
And then finally, let's go with Farhana Bodhi.
Farhana, we have a lot of common friends. We haven't been in the same room or function before, but I hear that she's very funny. And
we've had her on the show actually. She's very
Really?
she's very open and transparent. Yeah, she's
You know,
great.
like low-key savage. Like you won't expect it from her, but she'll say it and she'll just like be very blunt and you're like, oh.
that is the kind of person I would love to be friends with.
Yeah.
Farhana, we have a new friend for you. Okay, that was Slay or Nay reality check. First of all, massive thank you for joining us on the show. You have a lot coming up, and as we've said, we've given the links and we can drop them into the show after it goes live. Guys, if you want those gifts, keep tagging. But a massive thank you, Martin, for joining us on the show this morning.
Anytime.
But before we end the show, I want to ask, like, Dubai's fashion scene, what is that like? What are some go-to pieces for, like, you know, people in Dubai, especially going into the summer?
I would say in fashion here, we just cemented the foundation. Now we're building. Now we're gonna see something massive. There's a massive movement. There's a lot of amazing brands that were birthed here, including my own. And we're gonna go from local to global. All of the brands in here, not only the House of Victor.
But do you feel like the current trend is like more baggy, more
Yes.
cords?
Yes.
It's getting to baggy, right?
Yes.
A lot of baggy fashion. And like oversized tees, oversized pants.
It always works. Whether you want to hide or state, it works.
It works. Key tips from the top fashion mogul in Dubai.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. And we're back with you. How is it Friday? Nearly tomorrow already. End of the week. We're back with you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Massive thank you for joining us. Bye-bye from me.